Hey everybody! Thanks for tuning in to WeenieHutRadio. Today's episode we have a very special guest. It's my friend Joemar. In this episode we go through a lot of different stuff, as always. Some of the topics include Kingdom Hearts, the Wii, Xbox Connect, and PlayStation Move, trolling in video games, Disneyland Adventures, Pokimane getting backstabbed by her Twitch mod, Joemar popping off on Twitch, John Cena's sexy high school adventure, me raising money for Extra Life, reviewing a hospital negatively on Google, and the time I used to work at a hospital. We also talk about our family and some of our medical histories. Joemar goes through his career as a professional in video editing and graphic design, as well as his internship at Funhouse, which was really cool. Joemar and Kev Jumba being friends, being rated by Bruce Green and Steve Suptic. We talk about Halloween 2020 and with COVID. We talk about the game Phasmophobia, Disney Channel. We talk about voting day, the election, some politics. We kind of go through some of the positive aspects of the pandemic, at least for us personally. And then we get into Sonic the Restaurant, as well as Sonic the Hedgehog. We talk about Sonic the Hedgehog movie, the design that they released previously, and then the current design that was in the final movie. And we talk about a lot more, but those are the main things. And if you want to listen, here you go. There are two girls just sitting on the fucking basement stairs. So obviously I have to like walk past them. So I'm just like, hey, I gotta, and they're like taking pictures or something. So I'm like, fuck these guys. So I just walk up and I accidentally hit like both of them in the eye with my katanas. I was like, oh shit, sorry. I'm just leaving those. And I just like ran away. I'm like, Jesus.
Is that a katana in your pocket or you're just happy to see me?
Hey everyone, what's up? Today we have a very special guest, my friend Joemar, who's also a streamer on Twitch, and you can find him at twitch.tv/Joemar, which is Joemar, also on Twitter and Instagram at Joemawr. What's up, Joemar?
Hey, how's it going? Doing pretty good.
So, Joemar, what are your thoughts on Kingdom Hearts?
Oh man, I freaking hate it. Do you want to talk about what happened before you started the recording officially?
So I was recording my audio, but I just got a new microphone and stuff, and I recorded the audio incorrectly. And luckily, we only got like 5 minutes into conversation.
Yeah, but I had a really deep topic.
I know.
Yeah, we were talking about like Zarif's like birth parents and how he was adopted and he didn't know about it until yesterday. It was crazy.
But yeah, we're back.
Yeah.
So anyway, I've been playing Disneyland Adventures. Right. Go ahead. Okay, so I guess I'll start over.
Yeah.
So I was looking on Game Pass yesterday and just looking through the games, and I found this game called Disneyland Adventures, which I recognized was originally a 360 Connect game, which I never got because I had a Connect. I love the Connect. I might be one of the only people who like the Connect.
Oh, I had one. It was terrible.
Yeah,
though.
but we can talk about that later. But anyway, so I download this game, and basically it's a game where you play this kid who travels across Disneyland, like a really well done recreation of Disneyland, and you do all these quests for Disney characters and fetch quests and like errands, and you go on these rides and mini games and all sorts of cool stuff. And like the gameplay was very basic because it was a Kinect game adapted to controller, but it was just addicting, and I played it for about 7 hours.
When was this?
What was that?
When was this?
Like pretty much when I woke up, I turned on the Xbox yesterday.
Oh, what the
fuck?
fuck?
I just turned on the Xbox, downloaded it real quick because it's a small game.
Are you a Disney nerd as well?
Not like to a massive extent or anything, but yeah, I consider myself an above average Disney fan. I like Disney. I love Disneyland, And
I mean, like beforehand, like we were talking about Kingdom Hearts and our opinions of it. We both love it, but we both hate it at the same time. But we're still gonna keep playing it,
right?
And so that sparked up the convo about Disneyland.
Yeah,
Adventures.
that is how we got to this conversation.
Yeah,
but like, with the Disneyland Adventures game, it's like the gameplay sucks, but it's just like addicting, and like some things are kind of weird. Like, for example, they have the Pirates of the Caribbean ride. They have quests you can do with it, but they don't have Jack Sparrow. They replaced him with like an original character named like Black Barty. Yeah, because I guess they couldn't get Johnny Depp's likeness or something, which is weird because he was in Kingdom Hearts. Like, you know? Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, if you have Game Pass on Xbox or on PC and you like Disney, it's a fun novelty thing. You know, if you like Disney.
It's also on Steam. I just looked it up right now for like $20.
Yeah. So I wouldn't buy this game unless you have Game Pass.
Next time it's a Steam sale, I'll probably get it then.
Yeah, maybe.
Play it on stream.
Yeah, I was actually thinking this, if I was a streamer or if I streamed like again, this would be a fun stream game because like you could just make fun of so much stuff in it.
Is it, since it's a port from the 360, is it broken?
No, it actually runs pretty well. Yeah. The controls are like a little finicky, but I think that's not necessarily because it's a port of a 360 game, but more so because it's a port of a Kinect game, more than anything. But yeah, it runs fine.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
I legit want to check it out sometime.
Yeah.
He's adding it to his list.
There is so many things to like collect and do. Like I was looking at the how long to beat, and it's like 28 hours.
What?
Yeah.
For a Kinect game, dude.
And like to anyone who played Kingdom Hearts 3, if y'all remember the hidden Mickey symbols you have to take a picture of, that the same concept is in this game too.
Those were annoying.
Literally, I went to Toontown, which is a really cool place in Disneyland, and I spent about an hour and a half trying to find all the Mickey symbols. I have 2 left, and I just gave up because I couldn't find the last 2. But yeah, I'm 100% this game.
Get all the achievements.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, Joemar, you said you hated the Kinect.
Oh yeah, the Kinect was an interesting concept because I guess it's like Xbox way or competing against the Wii. Because the Wii
was just like such a massive like cultural shift in that generation. Yeah. And PlayStation also tried to do that with the Move.
The Move,
you know about that? Yeah, that was clearly the worst of the 3. Yeah,
it was so weird because like the Wii, it was very successful because like the controls worked, but then you have
they're just so intuitive.
You have the Kinect and the Move where like they use like enhancements and camera. All this, like, you need to have like the right lighting, you need to have the right amount of space. It's just like, I'll just play on the Wii and I'll sit on like the couch and just slouch still and still play the boxing game or whatever.
Yeah, weirdly enough, like the Kinect was just your body, but it was less intuitive than the Wii because you have to do all these weird motions, like activate like the hand and like you have to like hold down stuff. The Wii was just point and click, like it was so easy.
The Wii was like super good.
Yeah, your grandma could pick it up and instantly know how to use it. Like, you know,
wasn't there like voice commands as well?
Yeah, on Kinect. Yeah, and they never worked.
Xbox off.
Yeah.
That was the big meme.
Yeah, when the one came out because everyone had a Kinect, because it came with a Kinect. I don't know why they decided to do that. Yeah,
they forced you to use it, right?
Yeah, and then that made your console $100 more expensive than the PlayStation, so everybody bought a PlayStation.
Going a little off topic, but it's similar situation when I used to play like Call of Duty 4 a lot, and they're like, oh, and like someone will like, some kid will go on a microphone and be like, how do I do this? And then somebody on the team will be like, "Oh, press start and press up A," which leaves them, which leaves the game.
Yeah, and you just see their username left to lobby.
It's like telling people to Alt F4, like like CS:GO or something, like.
Yeah. Oh man, trolling back in the day, that used to be the thing.
Yeah, it was back when everyone had a mic and like.
Yeah.
Dude, I remember I used to go in Black Ops 2 lobbies, and I had this like jury rig thing where I connected my Turtle Beaches through my phone microphone through the IMT Paint app, so I would auto-tune my voice in Xbox lobbies. And some people thought it was cool, and some people were like, dude, shut up.
Yeah.
And you're like, yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh man,
I miss those trolling days. Nowadays, it's like trolling is just like, I don't know. It gets to a level where it gets annoying, but not like how trolling was back then. I don't know. It's a little bit different nowadays than it was back then.
there's still some communities where it's like this. Like, have you ever played VR chat, Joemar? Yeah, you have.
Yeah, I used to stream
Yeah.
it.
Right, I forgot. Yeah, there's a lot of trolls in there that are really annoying. Yeah, trolling, it can get kind of dangerous, dude. Like, one time I was playing CSGO, and like, I was just talking on mic, and some dude was like, "Hey man, do you use Skype?" And I was like, "No." And he's like started talking about like hacking my IP and shit. And I was like in high school, so obviously he might have been bullshitting, but like it was like freaking me out, dude. I was like, "What the hell?"
It's like the Xbox messages, like, my dad works at Microsoft. Prefer to have your account get banned because you're just like completely owning, and they're gonna report you as a hacker and stuff. It's like, yeah, whatever. But that scared me back then.
Yeah, scares me now, dude.
Well, nowadays it's like the Twitch kind of trolling, but it's a whole nother thing. Like, you
Right,
can
like
legit
what?
get banned for certain things. Like, if you click on like links. Like, have you guys seen like the React Andes, or like people react to stuff on Twitch? No. Oh, really? It was like it's a whole thing with like big streamers, but basically, it actually happened to like Pokimane like a while ago, where one of her, I guess it was like one of her moderators who snuck in like a clip of like pornography or something.
Oh God.
The fuck?
And like she just clicked on it without realizing what it was, and
the mod did it?
Yeah, it was a mod
for Pokimane. Like, I'm assuming her mods are getting paid and stuff, like,
I don't know if she knows
right?
her mods personally, because when you reach like a big streamer status, like there's some streamers who like get to know their moderators, and then there's some streamers that don't. So I don't know what's her moderation power, or if she knows her mods really that well. But someone did sneak in. They basically, what I've been seeing is that they have like a Google Doc to have that set up, and they have like viewer requested things, and so the moderators will go in and see what videos are appropriate to show. And then I guess like we have a rogue moderator that was just a part of a team decided to troll, Pokey, and then she basically just dragged the link over to her media page or the media screen, and it was just like straight up from a porn website. I was like, how do you not see that?
Maybe they use like a bit.ly or something.
That too. That could also be another thing. But
like a false URL. Like, people can do that.
Yeah.
Like phishing and stuff.
Like stuff like that, like makes me worry, because like from time to time I'll take up like live, like stuff that people are like, hey, can you check this out? Tell me if this is good or stuff, like a YouTube video or a tutorial and stuff, and I'll just pull up on stream, and like it's a troll. I've done this once where I was just editing videos on stream, and I was just reacting videos, and that's a whole nother thing I'll get into. But yeah, like at some point, like someone sent porn to me.
What the fuck?
Well, like it was a YouTube link, and the title of the like video was like cute puppies. I was like, oh shoot, finally something not racist that's coming into my feed, or Fortnite montages.
Fortnite or racism.
Yeah, Fortnite or
worst
racism
things.
And then I clicked on it. It was like, oh, that's cute. And then it was like some girl masturbating basically in the video.
YouTube?
I was like, what the fuck? How does YouTube not detect this? It was like a 10-second video too. So that's probably that's why. And so like trolls like that makes me worried, for at least for my own channel or anybody else who does similar content like that. They'll get like instantly banned because someone in chat is like trolling them and stuff. So that's why I said like trolling back then is much more simpler.
Yeah.
But now it's just like you can get potentially even worse, like ban and all that stuff.
Yeah, that's true. It used to be just kind of like when you're trolling, you're just like messing with people. Now it's like, hey, fuck you. You know, like actually.
Yeah, it's like trolling actually hurts.
It's taking on maliciousness. Yeah.
Yeah. Surprisingly, I haven't had any trolls in my chat.
Interesting.
I don't know why. Like no bots or anything.
Yeah, I haven't gotten that either as of lately. Like I kind of feel left out.
You guys heard it here.
I'm not good enough to be trolled.
Because I moderate a few people's chats from time to time, and like I would just see these bots being like, you can buy followers and subscribers at this link, and I'm just like, I never have these bots on my channel. What the heck?
Yeah, dude, I'm in so many people's streams where they have like 3 viewers, and I'm just like talking to them, and it'll just be like, want to buy followers? And I'm just like, what? Why are you getting these bots? Oh, maybe they go to the smaller streams because they think they'll buy followers or something.
Because they want to get like a head start or something. Like
yeah.
So that's because you're so good that they know that you don't need to buy followers.
Funky, we're big streamers now. That's why we don't get bots.
Yeah, exactly. Speaking of, dude, you've been popping off.
Yeah.
You want to talk about that?
It's it was kind of nerve-wracking at first because I just met so many people in the past few months that it kind of just like detracted all my things I had planned at first into like something else that's actually a lot more fun and kind of in the same mindset I had at first intentionally. So that's why I was able to be calm about things and being able to organize things as well, because that's kind of how I had myself set up for in the first place. But outside of that, like I do miss the whole variety gaming thing that I used to do, but staying within like communities, like as you know, Funky, like I did a lot of Animal Crossing streams, and that really blew up my channel a lot because there's so many Animal Crossing streamers, so many Animal Crossing viewers that I just made a community off of that. And then eventually I was just like, hey, Genshin Impact's out. I kind of want to play that a lot. And that's where I'm at right now. Luckily, the core community that we have on my Discord has stayed, and they really enjoyed the vibes that I have going on in my channel. So really humbled and thankful for that.
Yeah, I think that's like super cool, man. And I'm like really happy for you, dude. Because I remember like earlier this year, I think you were like streaming Kingdom Hearts or something, and you were at like 5 years or something. And like the amount of growth you had is fucking crazy.
Yeah, it just starts to fluctuate. Like the past, what was it, like past 3 months of just trying to deal with all this and trying to innovate myself, and at the same time trying to create something that's like fun and safe for everybody, basically. And it's very nerve-wracking just to have all that and still be relevant to the whole streaming world.
I think you're doing good. Like, you don't come off as nerve-wracking or anything. You come off as pretty chill, which is good.
And your channel is actually popping off too, ever since the Undertale stuff. I've noticed
I think
that.
Undertale really, like, it's weird because there's only like 1 or 2 people that are stuck around from Undertale, but for some reason my numbers have just gone up.
Yeah,
like
like I've been paying attention to your channel as well. Like I remember you doing like all the variety stuff, and you and me would probably like average around the same amount of viewership. And then like the 2 games that we've played just really just blew up our channel. And it's I wouldn't say it's like blown up to the sense of like it's uncontrollable, but it's like it's just nice to stream and then
in
talk to people now.
to before.
Yeah.
How about you, Zarif? How's your channel?
Oh, it's going great. I've doubled my viewership every week. I haven't streamed since 2018, probably. Yeah, those. I used to stream like Papers, Please, and then the John Cena dating sim.
John Cena's dating sim?
It's called John Cena's Sexy High School Adventure. There are 2 of them, and I play through both of them on stream.
Why
and I made like a custom background with like so it was a high school where every student was John Cena. There was like the nerdy John Cena named Jonathan Cena. There was like the jock, I forgot his name, but there was like the bully. There was the girl. It was wild. And then the second one introduced time travel with a scientist named like John Bert Cena Stein.
I'm looking at it right now. It's like somebody did this on like MS Paint.
Yeah,
they just took the same pose and just put clothes on them.
The storyline of the second one was actually wild because like you go back to like the caveman age, and you go to the future, and then you go to John Cena's first match, which he lost, and then your character like makes him win, and it creates like a whole like a butterfly effect thing. It's actually Back to the Future.
I'm looking at a comment right now on this page.
Yeah,
it says, "I heard there's also going to be a sequel."
Yeah, there was a sequel. Yeah,
that's insane.
It was a trip.
I wonder if John Cena knows that he has this game out.
He's like a nerdy guy. He's internet aware. I think he does.
What if he like co-developed it?
What if he only developed it?
What if he created it?
Yeah.
Could be.
He's like, this is what I always truly want to do. Never want to be a wrestler. Never want to be an actor. This is my passion. This is my
game
art.
Developing is my passion.
But he's just so bad at it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would highly recommend.
Highly. Add it to the list, Joemar. Disney Adventure and John Cena.
Yeah.
Just add it to the sub goal. If we reach this amount of subs at this week. Ah, crap.
Speaking of goals, Funk, you want to talk about your...
Oh, right. I forgot about that.
Oh my God, dude.
My bad. Yeah, dude. I'm doing like the Extra Life thing. And I set the goal for $500. Because last time I raised money, we only reached like $100, which is still like really cool. And then like I doubled it to 200. And I guess I underestimated like our growth as a community, because in the first day we've already reached basically $200.
Damn,
dude. Nice.
And I said on video, like, if we get 500, I would shave my beard and stuff. Which, if we get it like that fast, I'm like, maybe if we reach like 1,000 or something, I might change it. Because, then it doesn't really feel worth it.
I mean, like, our buddy, awesomest dude, Nick, he reached his goal, right? And then he shaved live on stream.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I forgot what was the amount, but like he ended up shaving his beard, his hair, all live on stream. Yeah.
Wow.
Like, that's a lot of commitment I can't do personally.
I don't know. I couldn't do hair, but like facial hair is fine.
And give a lot of praise to awesomest dude for doing that.
Yeah, he's a really cool guy. He's a really awesome guy. But yeah, that's the thing. I'm doing it for the entire month of November. So if anyone's listening and doesn't know about that, check it out. It's raising money for like a children's hospital in Washington, D.C., which was funny because on Extra Life, like they look at your location, like which one's closest to you. So I was like, all right, let's do this one. And then I Googled it and they had like some negative reviews on Google reviews. I was like, first of all, how do you review a hospital negatively? So I was reading through them and like people were complaining about like wait times and stuff. And I was like, okay, they must be just be understaffed and underfunded and stuff. So that's like, this is a good thing.
Yeah.
I was like, damn, bro.
My kid died here.
Yeah, my kid died in the waiting room.
Oh my God.
2 out of 10, the snacks were all right in the vending machine.
Oh my God,
the food sucked here.
Someone said that. There was an actual review that said the food here was like unhealthy or something.
Imagine.
Like, bro.
What a Karen. Like,
it's very important that you should have hospital food because I've been to like the hospitals a few times and like luckily they all had great food. So
like also that's not what you judge a hospital based off of.
Right.
Well, like I don't want them to pay like the best chef in like the finest French bistro. No, give it to the doctors and like
yeah, I mean
the equipment.
Yeah, exactly. The food should be the least of the worries in the hospital.
Should just be feeding people oatmeal.
Yeah, I used to work at a hospital.
Oh, yeah?
I don't know if you guys knew.
Oh yeah,
that.
I did know
that.
Yeah,
you did.
Yeah.
As a IT, right?
Yeah, it was IT. It was fucking depressing as hell, man. Like, so we would go there every day, like early in the morning, and 8 hours a day, and the hospital was fucking massive. First of all, the basement was this intricate. The entire width of the hospital was the basement. Damn. Hallways and hallways, and you could get lost so easily.
Jeez.
And that shit scared me, man. I was like, I do not want to get lost in here.
Yeah.
And so I stuck to my path. I was like, I routed the path where I go this way, turn left, turn right, elevator, go up a floor. Okay, here's the base room. And it just, the vibe of the hospital was like, dude, this just feels so depressing and I don't want to be here.
Yeah.
And then coming home, like stepping outside to go home, I was like, oh, thank God.
Feel the warmth of sunlight on your skin again.
Yeah. I feel that. I don't like visiting hospitals.
I don't like hospitals either. They make me uncomfortable.
Yeah,
I haven't been to one in like 2 years, but
for me it's mostly because of like personal reasons and like
Right.
the past 2 years my dad has been going to the hospital just for like really serious stuff. Like he had heart bypass surgery last year.
Oh damn.
And luckily it was like early on that they caught on to like blockage before anything gets any worse. But he's recovered since then. But then this year, he had like, it wasn't like a hernia, but it was like down in the spinal area where like he was unable to like walk comfortably and stuff. But it was basically just inflation that he needed to get surgery for. And that one was, I think, a lot more worrisome because also COVID is happening. And
Oh yeah.
like, you know, you're in the hospital and so you don't know what's going to happen. And also we couldn't visit my dad. So that was like another thing that was like kind of hard for us. And I remember just going through that time. I'm just like, now what?
Yeah, that must be super tough because you're probably just like thinking about like everything in your head all the time.
Like hospitals as it is, I'm just like paranoid if it's like somebody in my family. Because when I was younger, my mom was in the hospital and it was getting pretty serious where like she was like feeling like super ill. And like both of my parents' moms like died when they were like early. And I was like, I really don't want this to happen to me. But you know, that was like years before, and you know, my mom and my dad are like both healthy, which is pretty good.
Good, yeah.
But
yeah, that's good.
that all that stuff connected about hospitals or even like scary stuff just like really connected me when I was younger, and so it still affects me to this day.
That makes sense. I had my mom's been to the hospital a few times, but it was never anything where I was like worried. I forgot why she went, because it was when I was younger, and I don't think I understood the severity of it too. It was like for some surgery, and then my cousin went to the hospital recently, like a year or two ago. That was pretty scary, because you know we're not like that close, but we still used to be very close as kids. And just kind of like seeing him in that state, I was like, oh, this is fucking weird. Like, but he's good now. But nothing like crazy has happened in my life, thankfully. How about you, Zarif?
Yeah, so let's go through my family medical history.
This is also ironic too, because like I have family who works in like medical. I'm like the only I think grandchild in my entire family that's not in like the medical field, which is pretty crazy. Like cool, all my cousins are like either psychiatrists, like physical therapy. Why did I get psychiatrist and physical therapy? Confused. Those are whole different things. But physical therapy, nursing, and I'm here as a film nerd, as a graphic designer, video editor.
Yeah, but that's awesome though. Like you're doing what you want to do. I wish I did that. Like honestly.
Dang.
Sorry, I was on my phone. Sorry, that's really unprofessional.
Man,
someone was texting me and I had to respond.
Yeah.
When the host of your own podcast just gets bored of their own podcast, and starts
like, he's talking about his life again. Hang on.
Mom was in the hospital and I was really struggling. 1 second, I'm responding to an email.
It feels like watching my own streams at this point. Just open up to chat.
No, I'm sorry. But I was saying, I think it's fucking incredible what you've done, because Zarif, I don't know if you know this. You know, Joemar interned for Funhouse.
Really? Okay, I did know. Yeah. Okay, I did hear that. Yeah.
Isn't that so cool?
That is super cool. How'd that happen?
In 2016. Tell us about it.
So, like any person in college, you want to like sign up for internships. And I got to the point where it's like, oh, okay, you can do internships. And I was like, sick. At first I wanted to like transfer to UT, following along the whole research thing.
Hell yeah, hook 'em, dude. We could have hung out.
I wanted to transfer out to UT in Austin, potentially working at Rooster Teeth, going from intern to full time. Like I had those type of dreams, but that didn't happen. But living out here in LA, it's very convenient. And, you know, you have like the big studios out here. And so when I was eligible to take an internship, I just applied all over the place. Mm-hmm. And I saw that this was like a year after Funhouse got established out here. And I was like, oh, they're looking for interns. So I just applied, and luckily I got it, because the other few internships that I applied for, they just denied me, and I was like, no, okay.
Damn.
So that was a cool experience. And like, I just been following all these like guys for like since the start of my career back in 2009.
Damn.
And when they were like Inside Halo, Inside Gaming, Machinima. And I remember I wanted to work for them because, again, being out here in LA, and having the opportunity to do all that is pretty sweet. And just seeing how the behind the scenes work, and it really helped me a lot with the production work that I've been doing with my current job. So very grateful for the opportunity and the people that I've met along the way.
Yeah, dude, that's like that's like a dream for people, you know? Mm-hmm. Like, even for me, like, I've always wanted to work for like the creatures or something. Yeah. Unfortunately, they're not around anymore, but
you could have been like Aaron, dude.
Yeah, Aaron or something. But that's fucking awesome, man.
So what was it like working there?
It was I'm gonna be honest, it was weird at first because like you're so used to watching these people on like your computers or mobile devices or your Samsung fridge TV.
Your smart fridge.
Your smart fridge, basically. And like just seeing them in person, how they are in reality. It was weird at first, but then I just kind of adapted through. You know, I had to stay professional.
Right.
And you know, do the work that I needed to do and call it a day.
Were they like lenient about your work and stuff? Because you were an intern, right?
Yeah, they had to basically work around the school schedule that I had, and so
okay.
I had to clear up basically my Thursdays and Fridays of my school schedule, because that's when like crunch time happens. That's when all the editors start editing videos throughout the week. Okay. Not like they don't edit, but like the big stuff like demo disc, open house, and also like when they were doing Twits and Crits, their D&D show, they would also film on like Thursday, and they would need like extra help and stuff. So it basically like the end of the week is usually like the busiest.
Gotcha. That's cool though.
Dude, okay, so like you were saying about just like seeing them in person, how weird it is. Like I relate to that because I remember one time I was at the airport, the Austin airport. My brother and I were picking up my dad or my mom or something, and we were just waiting at the baggage claim. And I look over and I see a guy, and he's wearing a Funhouse shirt, and I'm like, oh, that guy's wearing a Funhouse shirt. That's cool. And then I see his face, like, oh, he looks kind of like James. And then I look again, I was like, oh, that is James, and that's Lawrence next to him. But like, yeah, they just look so different, like, you know.
It was like that with me when I went to RTX, and I was going home. And I see a few of the Cow Chop members. I didn't really know all of them. I only knew Brett.
Yeah.
And I just recognized him. I'm like, hey, Brett, what's up?
Damn.
But like, I didn't want to bother him because like they were all like tired and they just wanted to go home. And I was
like, oh, another one.
So yeah, like my first RTX in 2014, I remember when as soon as I was entering the hall, the creatures, like the entrance was near where they did autographs that year, and the creatures were doing their autograph session. I remember seeing Dan for the first time. I was like, whoa, this is so cool. Weird. It's him, the guy I've been watching for the last 3 years. Like, that yeah.
Dude, you know, Dan follows me on Twitch.
Yeah.
Oh, he does?
I remember that,
wow. Yeah. Oh yeah, I think we talked about that. Yeah, it was funny.
I never talked about it on stream, but like
I think what happened, I tweeted something to him. I replied to his tweet. I think he just looked at my Twitter and followed my Twitch. I was like, hey, thanks. But yeah.
Did you ever hopped in your chat?
He lurks. Like one time I was in his chat and he was talking about how he lurked in one of my streams. I was like, oh shit.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
That is cool.
Yeah,
that's kind of how I feel about I guess being homies with Kev Jumba at the moment.
Yeah, I was gonna bring that up.
Oh, right.
I was gonna bring that up next. So Explain that.
Yeah.
So basically, some of you guys may or may not know, Ryan Higa streams on Twitch, and he does it often, and he has like a pretty big audience as it is. I'll get into that if you guys are really interested in that.
Yeah, go for it.
But basically, he rated Kev, who at the time he was just starting out. I think it was like his first or second stream, but he was been streaming for a little while, and he was still trying to figure things out. And so I was like, oh snap, that's Kev Jumba. I'll give him a follow. I'll sub because he had this. Wait, he didn't have the sub button back then. I think first stream. So
yeah, I didn't feel it.
Yeah, he was like streaming to like maybe 10 people at the time playing World of Warcraft. So when he had the sub button, I subscribed. Anyways, I would just lurk into streams from time to time just to have it up in the background as I usually do.
Yeah.
And one day, like he was just streaming late at night, and I was like, "Hey guys, should we raid Kev Jumba?" And so I was like, at first I was like a little nervous about it because like one, like if you raid somebody who had like a great influence on you, you want to be like not over fanboy and stuff.
Yeah.
Right. You want to keep it cool.
You want to keep it cool, professional, and all that stuff. And I was like, I don't know, guys. I don't know. Are we a bit too much and stuff? And so luckily, like my viewers are very cool with it, and they're like, I didn't know he streams. Yeah, let's go raid him. I was like, okay. So we raided him, and he was up, and like Kev's like super friendly and welcoming, which is dope of him.
Yeah.
Like I remember at the end of his stream, I just like looked at my feed, and it was like, Jumba the Gamer has followed you back. I was like, oh, it's happening, guys.
Nice.
What's going on? So it's like when that happened, and then I came by a few of his streams from time to time, and he's all like, oh yeah, what's up, Joemar? I've been lurking your streams for a little bit. I saw you were playing like Super Mario Sunshine, and I was like, oh fuck, Kev Jumba watches my streams. He's all like, it's so clean and professional. I'm just like, I'm just like trying to hold back to like fanboy stuff. And then like I guess like a week later, he ended up rating me on my stream.
Wow.
And so like I recognize a lot of the community members because like we have like a shared community. It was super dope just to see him and everybody just like watching my raid videos, seeing how my alerts work and all that stuff. And then like I ended up, usually I look at it like VODs, stream VODs when they're up. And so I saw his, and I was like curious of like how he was like approaching my channel and how to convince people to watch my streams and stuff. And so Kev was like, yeah, let's go raid Joemar. He raided my channel a while back. Seems like a super cool dude. He has like production background, and like all of his stuff is like super clean that you guys should definitely, follow and support. And I was like, dude, I don't know how to react right now. It's so cool. Like, because, you follow this like YouTuber that you had like a huge influence on you growing up, and, just to see that or hear that meant a lot to me. And it was the same thing when Bruce Green rated me as well. That was a whole nother feeling, and I was just like, I don't know how to react.
How'd that happen?
How the Bruce Green one?
Yeah.
So a buddy of mine, Jerry, who me and Funky know.
Yeah.
He was also my co-host whenever we do like Let's Plays and stuff. He's an editor for him. He does like the monthly compilation clip videos. He reached out to Bruce when he went solo. And so he's been like his main go-to editor to edit stuff for him. So he was all like, I went back to Bruce's like VOD and stuff, and I see Jerry just to go like, hey Bruce, if you need somebody to stream tonight, Joemar's on. So I was like, God damn it. like goddamn it, and be like, oh shit, I see where this happened.
Yeah.
And so when I was just having a chill Breath of the Wild stream, and I was just talking to chat, and then all of a sudden I was like, oh cool, we got a raid, and I look over at chat, and it says Bruce Green has raided you with like 600 something viewers. I was like,
holy
what the and so I was just like shocked the entire time. Like there's a whole stream highlight of it that I posted up on my channel, and I was just like, hey Bruce, what's up? Let me play this raid video real quick for you guys to introduce myself. Yeah, so luckily I have that raid video happening, so I was able to like drink some water, breathe, and all that stuff. And so that was a bittersweet moment for me. I know we went from Kev Jumbo to Bruce Green, but that was a bittersweet moment for me because one, I used to work for the guy, and he would always give me like some advice whenever I get the chance to talk to him, and I just see him around like TwitchCon again for advice, and it's always great to see Bruce. But the raid video I did, what I have is the We Love Video Games song during Inside Gaming.
Yeah.
So I had that edit of like my clips that I had in Twitch Pass and put that together.
Nice.
And so I usually have that video up whenever somebody raids me, and just to hype up the crowd, be like, yo, welcome to the channel and stuff.
Right.
Instead of telling people, hey, what's up, everyone? Name's Joemar Broadcaster. All right, you guys are heading out. Okay, cool.
Everyone just like immediately closes the tab.
Yeah, like that raid video really helped my channel a lot.
Nice.
But anyways, yeah, it was like a bittersweet moment because like he sung the song, and it was pretty wild. And
I love that song.
Such a cheesy song, bro.
Yeah.
It's so addicting once
and
you
Bruce has like the perfect like early 2000s indie rock like voice.
Yeah.
It's great.
But yeah, going back to the whole Kev Jumba thing, it was pretty cool just to get to know Kev a little bit, and also being able to be on his streams for like Smash Bros and stuff with a bunch of other content creators that also follow him. So again, like very humbling experience that I'm going through right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like super cool, man.
What about you, Funky? I mean, you got rated by Steven Suptic. I saw that.
I was just about to bring that up. I was gonna say the only thing that's like kind of relatable is when I got rated by Steve. So for anyone who doesn't know Steve, he had a channel called Sugar Pine 7, which is part of like the Rooster Teeth whole Let's Play family thing. And he also used to work at SourceFed for like Philip DeFranco. And he's just been on YouTube for a long time, like doing Minecraft shit.
That's how you started out,
pretty
right?
Funny.
Right?
MLG Haunt. Yeah.
Yeah. But I knew him from Sugar Pine 7. I forgot who showed it to me, Sugar Pine 7, but I was like, oh, this is actually funny. It would have been like Casey or something. I don't know. Anyways. No, wait, I don't know. I don't fucking know.
I followed SourceFed for like a long time, and
Same.
I just stumbled upon Steve's. Yeah.
That first season of Sugar Pine 7 was magical, man. That
It
was so funny. Oh my god.
Yeah. That was like gold.
Yeah. That was some of the best content like ever on YouTube.
Honestly, yeah. But so he rated me, which was incredibly unexpected. Because I was actually kind of confused, but then I realized like, oh, it must have been some of my friends, because I was in the like Sugar Pine 7 community Discord like when it was first created, because my friend Rye was the owner, and I never watched SP7 back then. I only joined it because he was the owner. I was like, oh, I'm gonna like leech off his clout. And then funny enough, Zarif became the owner. We're not gonna talk about that
another time.
A lot of drama and stuff, but so I made a lot of friends through that Discord server. Actually, that's the only reason. Tangent. The only reason I know Joemar is because of Discord, because in the Funhouse community Discord, there's a dude named It's Scoots, and I was friends with him, and he was like, "Hey, you should check out this dude Joemar. He seems cool." I was like, "Okay." Then I found you on Twitch, and I was like, "Oh, you are cool," and I joined your Discord and stuff. But that's a tangent. Discord's
that's
cool.
the whole thing.
Yeah, SP7 Discord. I met a lot of people there. I made a lot of friends there, and then like it kind of just died off for me. Not a lot of people talking there anymore, so I just kind of have all my community servers muted. But a lot of those people are in Steve's streams like every day. And one of the people, Ashley, who I'm friends with, she told me that like she would always, if Steve was gonna raid and I was on, she would spam like, please raid Funky, raid Funky.
That's awesome.
Because his chat is like cancerous. Like if you go in it, it's just like it's scrolling super fast. Everyone's spamming. And so he was like, I watched the VOD back like you did, Joemar. And he was like looking for someone to raid. So he was looking through random people's suggestions on Twitch, and he was basically like making fun of them. He's like, this guy, I don't know. I don't like his music. And then Ashley was like, raid Funky, raid Funky. And so he typed in Funky, and obviously I'm not going to show up because I'm Funky Kong. He's like, this guy? And she's like, no. And he finally, then she was like, raid Funky Kong 245. He's a SP7 fan. And he like typed in, and he's like, all right, if he's an SP7 fan, we'll raid him. And then he like made fun of me. He was like, we're only going to raid him for 2 seconds, and then everyone leave. But then he was like, just kidding. And they raided, and like I got a lot of followers from that stream. And some people actually stuck around. Like I think this dude named Echo was from that raid, and he actually pops in every now and then.
That's great.
Which is cool. But no one else stuck around.
You always have like the percent of people who would just stick around because like they just want to support other streamers, and so I'm super grateful about that.
Yeah, it's super nice. It was funny because when he joined, I was like, I was trying to keep cool too, you know. So I was like talking casually. I was like, "Yo, what's up, Steve?" And,
hey, remember me?
I admitted. Yeah, I was talking to him about the podcast because he has a podcast, and I was like, "Yeah, I haven't really listened to the new episodes, but I used to." And then he was like, "Man, fuck you." It was pretty funny.
I love, like, sorry to steal this conversation for you, but I was watching back your VOD, and I was just like, it was really funny when you're all like, hey, you don't remember me and stuff, but I went to your panel, and you're all like, I was the most handsomest dude on here. And I read Steve's comment, and he's like, I don't remember that, and I was probably lying.
Yeah. His sense of humor is really fucking funny.
Dude, I've also been made fun of by Steven Septic. So the RTX before that year, which was the first year Sugar Pine was even a thing, I cosplayed as Steven Septic. And at one point, we actually found James and Kib on the floor, and it's in my friend's vlog. I could find that. But we went to the panel, and I was the first question. I was the first one in line to ask a question. And Kib was like, there's a boy just dressed like you, Steve. Steve
I think I might have seen that. They recorded that podcast, I think.
Yeah. I asked my question. I started stuttering, and I was like, "Oh, you gonna answer?"
Oh my god.
That's just his flavor of humor. Like,
I love Kib so much, man. Like he's my favorite of that group. He's so fucking funny. I watch his stream sometimes. Oh my god, him and Steve stream together. They're so fucking funny.
Yeah.
Like, I usually don't like watching big streams because it doesn't feel like your comments make any difference because they.
It's like you're watching a YouTube video at that point, like.
Yeah. But it just their conversations are so stupid. It's like the funniest thing ever.
So, anyone do anything cool lately?
I mean, Halloween just happened.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. I forgot about that.
It was the least Halloweeny Halloween like of all time. Like.
Yeah.
Did anyone do anything?
No, I just streamed. And I didn't even do like a scary thing anyways. It's just like regular Zelda.
I was about to stream, but then I realized there's so many people streaming like Halloween games, and I was just like, I'm not gonna compete with like people playing Halloween games and doing collabs and stuff. I'm just gonna be here doing Genshin. But no, I ended up just being in a Discord call with a few friends from like Ryan Higa's community.
Nice.
Circling back
That's
to that. Because they were just hosting like Jackbox and all that stuff. And I was also watching a bunch of people's streams last night, just popping in and out. So just a chill night, even though I wanted to stream, but for the occasion, I decided not to.
Yeah, I just played Disneyland Adventure all day and then watched The Ring at night. And
was there like a Halloween event?
No.
Oh,
this is like a 7-year-old or like an 8-year-old game, so
dang, no Nightmare Before Christmas stuff going on in the game.
If there is, I haven't gotten to that point in the game, but it wasn't seasonal or anything.
Oh man, yeah, it kind of like how you said it's like the least Halloween feeling Halloween, but like kind of felt like Halloween for me because my fucking neighbors were all outside my house just screaming and talking.
Wow.
Because I live in a townhouse, and for some reason, my house, well, not my house, but like my neighbors, the one like right next to me, both of them in the middle, I'm in the middle of them too. They're like the hubs, like the neighbor hub. Like all the neighbors just congregate at this location right in front of my fucking house. Every weekend, all the time. It's just constant like shouting and yelling. And it's so annoying, dude. And like, especially for Halloween, it was like 10:30 at night. And I'm like, God, please shut the fuck up.
Was there, were like kids trick-or-treating around your neighborhood?
I actually don't know because I was streaming, right? So I had like my headphones on and shit. So I didn't hear the doorbell or anything.
Surprisingly, in my area, like nobody trick-or-treated.
Same.
It was so weird. It was so weird. Like my neighbor just texted us saying like, yeah, like all the candy that we put out is still there. I was like, dang.
I mean, it makes sense. But personally, I think it's a good thing.
Yeah.
Because COVID, right? I think it'd be irresponsible for parents to be like, hey, let's go trick-or-treating. Even though it's like sucks for like the parents and the kids, like, aw. But it's like, you can just buy candy and give it to them. Like, it's not that big of a deal.
Honestly, it's like, it's better well controlled and stuff. I mean,
yeah,
like,
you could do like a local thing. Like get some of your friends and then have like a little mini trick-or-treat thing.
Like,
or just do something like indoors, like a candy hunt or something.
Exactly.
Yeah, like I don't know if my sister did this, like my oldest sister did this to my nephew, but like when it was like Easter, they did an Easter egg hunt around their apartment.
Yeah.
So like stuff like that you could do with
that'd
kids.
be cool.
Yeah, exactly. And it'll be more of a memory for them than just a regular trick-or-treating session because I don't remember anything from my childhood about trick-or-treating.
Me too. I remember being scared.
I just remember trick-or-treating as a like entity, but not like any individual like time.
Actually, I remember two things. One of them, when I was in kindergarten, mind you, there was some fucking idiot stealing candy out of my bag.
Oh
while
yeah,
I was walking.
Oh my god.
You mentioned on the Sketchiverse. I remember that.
Oh yeah, I did.
God.
I was like, "Are you fucking serious, dude?" Because this guy was clearly older than me, and I'm a child.
Like stealing candy from a baby, like.
Yeah, literally. I was like, "Holy shit, what an asshole!" And then the second thing I remember was, I don't know what happened, but when I was trick-or-treating and I was stepping off of someone's porch, I think my foot just was like, nope. And I just like fell and I twisted my ankle.
Oh my God.
And I just walked home like fucking, what's the word? Limping. And like I had to like take school off for like a few days because I couldn't walk.
Speaking of like the spookiness and season stuff, have you guys played Phasmophobia?
No.
Okay.
I kind of want to because it's VR, but I'm squeamish. I'm scared.
I played it on stream before, and I was just like scared the whole entire time.
Yeah.
Like, even though like looking back at it, it's like the jump scares and all that stuff didn't look too bad. And watching other streamers playing it, but like playing that game connected to a lot of like childhood trauma in terms of like how I was just a kid back then, and then like all these like kids that had like scarier costumes and all that stuff, like just scared the shit out of me. So it was like that connected me playing that game, and I was just like, I know you guys want me to play this, but I'm just not gonna. It's not for me.
Yeah,
dude. Honestly, for me personally, like I talk about this sometimes, but like I don't like scary stuff, but that's not really what I don't like about Phasmophobia. When I watch it on stream, it's so boring.
It is boring.
It's
like
the most boring thing.
like
it gets boring to the point because like people know how to play the game, and like when you're better at the game, it just gets boring and boring. Like,
yeah, I don't know. But I also just don't like spooky stuff, so that's why I don't play it myself.
Yeah,
like I get why it would be fun with like friends and stuff, but like as just like a viewer on Twitch, I don't like watching, especially when people collab, right?
Yeah.
Because sometimes they'll be on a Discord call and they don't know how to have a push to talk key. So when you're watching your streamer, they're just getting talked over by like the other streamer. Like, can you just mute your fucking Discord mic, dude? I want to hear my friend talk.
With that, when I played, luckily I had friends who were like great sports. It was just unfortunate that like I didn't really know what to do, and everyone in chat just all like, oh, I want to see Joemar scared. I want to see him scream and stuff. I'm just like, if you guys want me to see me get scared and scream and stuff, I might as well just play a game like similar to Five Nights at Freddy's. Like
something like that.
Yeah. Like Phasmo, it's like you have to do objectives, you have to summon the ghosts and all that stuff, and you have to survive and report. It's like I don't think that's the type of game that you guys really want. It's just it's really popular right now, and it fits a demographic that people like the spookiness and the ghost huntingness, but I don't like either. So
yeah,
I was just a complete asshole throughout the entire stream. Like I was just like calling out the ghost's name, and I would like bitch out and be like, "Hey." Well, I think it was like one of the ghosts' name is like Dorothy Clark. It's like, "Hey, Dorothy Clark, your mom's a hoe, your dad's a hoe. Okay, bye."
Yeah, I don't know how the game works that much because I don't like watching it, but I've heard that like if you actually try to play, it's like fun because you're like role playing and stuff. But
yeah, that too.
I don't know.
It just depends if you're like really into it, but
yeah, if you're into that stuff, yeah.
Did y'all have any memorable Halloween costumes growing up?
I've never dressed up in my
Really?
life.
Wait, so you just went trick or treating like?
Yeah, Halloween's haram, bro.
I never. I only remember the ones that I was like a kid, where I was just like Charmander. I think that was my closest one. And then high school when I dressed as a Jabberwocky.
Oh, whoa, that is cool.
But
that's cool.
But didn't know how to dance, so I was just some asshole wearing a mask, gloves, wearing all
Everyone's
black.
like, "Hey, do the dance," and you're just like,
I'll just pose.
You just shrug and walk away. Yeah.
I remember in middle school I went as Slender Man back when that was in. So that's good. I
Oh,
had like
wow.
a morph suit and wore like a real suit over it, and like that was
Nice.
cool.
Yeah, I think the most I've ever done is like wear a mask or something, just so like the fucking. Yeah, you know what's annoying when you go trick or treating and they're like, people like judge you for your costume.
Yeah.
Isn't that fucked up?
Yeah, it is.
That is
like,
true. Yeah.
One,
And,
there
like-
are classist undertones.
Yeah, they really are. Like, oh, you couldn't afford a good costume? Huh,
Yeah.
I'm gonna give you less. Fuck you, bitch.
You're like, oh,
That's how
what
the
are
rich
you
get
supposed to
richer.
be? I'm like, I'm a Jabberwocky. You're like, oh, scary. I'm like, not really.
It's not. It's actually just a dance group. It's like,
Man, these people are uncultured with ABDC. God.
right?
Haven't they watched Shake It Up?
What'd you say?
Haven't they watched Shake It Up?
Oh,
Disney show
that
with
Disney
the,
show.
with Zendaya,
Zendaya
and
and Bella Thorne.
yeah, the Jabberwockies were on that show once.
Yeah, they were on
Were
it
they
like
really?
Yeah,
they were on it like in the finale, I believe. I didn't watch
Something
that
like that,
show,
yeah.
but that was the only time.
I love that
watched
show.
Damn. I've only seen like one episode of that.
Yeah, it was a Jabberwocky one for me.
Yeah. I think that was around the time when I stopped watching Disney and stuff. When that show was like on.
See, I kept watching Disney because of Girl Meets World, because I was a big Boy Meets World fan, so I wanted to see like, and by like the last season of it, it just ended up just being a Boy Meets World like fan service thing. Like each week they'd bring in like another old character and say what they did. Like,
Oh, okay.
they realized that the only people watching that show
Right.
were, they
Yeah.
got canceled.
I don't know. Just like at the end of like, not like because Disney's still going on, but like at my end of Disney Channel, like they just have like the weirdest fucking shows. Like
Like
Dog with the Blog.
yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Like,
Wait,
what the
dude,
fuck were they
Austin and
writing,
Ally was
man?
actually a good show though. I like that.
Austin
show.
and Ally.
Yeah, I like that one.
Yeah, it was all right.
God, I stopped watching the Disney Channel. I think like when Even Stevens, Phil the Future, That's What Raven,
That is
like that era
fucking-
of shows.
Yeah,
like,
you're a
just-
boomer.
Hey, you're a boomer, bro.
That's when I started watching Disney.
Those are
Phil of the Future,
Yeah.
like Life with Derek. Did y'all watch that
Oh,
show?
Living Life with Derek. Yeah.
Dude, why was there so much sexual tension?
Yeah,
in
I was
this
just about to bring
movie?
that up. That's the OG like step, bro.
Oh my
Like-
god, yeah. What the hell was wrong with these writers? That's why.
That's why like
Yeah.
step porn is like the number
Yeah,
one
everyone who
category in
watched that is now
America.
grown up.
I don't think I've seen this show.
It was weird.
Life with Derek. It went on for
Yeah.
4 seasons.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a weird show.
Yeah.
I don't even. What was the principal was like?
It was-
remarried or something.
Yeah, no, it was that this this single mom and single dad got married and combined their families, and then Derek and his stepsister now have weird sexual tension.
Yeah.
I don't recognize anybody in this cast.
Yeah, I don't think any of them did anything.
Yeah.
The election is on Tuesday.
Oh yeah.
Dude, it's so weird because obviously it's been like a 2-year cycle now. And like I just want it to be over. I want to know who it is. Like it was fun at the beginning when it was the primaries and there were like 20 candidates and everyone had their pick and whatever. It was fun, you know? But now it's just like it's like that Rick and Morty episode. They're like, all right, quick 20-minute adventure in and out. And then they end up going through like hell.
Wait, which episode is that?
It was the one where they decided to go to a spa to like relax. It was last season.
I don't remember this.
Oh, and then they have like their bads, like when they're like gooey and stuff.
Yeah.
I don't really get political, but I did vote early.
Nice, yeah. So do we.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, voter turnout is like insane.
Way
Like,
higher.
Really, really good.
Yeah.
Which is good because everyone should vote. We should be represented by whoever the most people want.
I mean,
voting should be mandatory.
this episode is gonna
okay,
be like out afterwards, right?
It is, that's true. So y'all will know. It'll literally be the day after.
Yeah.
So that's weird, yeah. But I don't know how I feel about mandatory voting because would there be a penalty for that? Like,
Well, okay. Not a severe. There shouldn't be a penalty, but it should be like, well, the whole way our shit is set up, it should be mail-in votes should be like a thing all the time. You know what I mean?
like everyone should receive a ballot. Like,
yeah, everyone should receive a ballot, and
everyone should be
like,
automatically registered. And
there's so much like voter suppression bullshit in this country, like for a reason. You know, people have this stuff in place for a reason.
Yeah,
I think it's fucking ridiculous.
What's cool about politics? So cool. What's cool about like this election is that like one, it encourages a lot more people to vote. Two, it's really convenient to vote because like I usually like I hate going to like the areas where you have to vote and stuff, and like you just don't know everything. And so what was great about the mail-in stuff is that like you get to look it up and see if this is actually good or not, and you're all like, oh, I thought it was this, but I guess not.
Right.
And then like it was cool to see a lot of celebrities just like coming out saying like, oh, this is my first time voting. Like I think Shaquille O'Neal, he came out and said like, I'm this, like I think he was like, I think he's 49, but he said like the first time ever that I've ever voted. I was like, that's cool.
That's like,
damn.
And then same thing with Snoop Dogg. Snoop Dogg said the same thing too. So I was like, that's really cool, and I hope it encourages a lot more people to like, you know, have a voice instead of just sitting around complaining.
Yeah.
But that's the most politics I'll ever talk about.
Yeah.
I think there should be a balance. Like I mean, this is just my opinion. Like I've never shied away from like being political, but it's not like something I bring up like on my own for the most part.
Right.
But I will make it adamant that I hate people that support Trump, regardless of how, you know, they're just nice people, but they support Trump. Because at this point in time, it's like, fuck you.
Yeah.
Fuck you. You're a piece of shit. Like, I don't care if it's my neighbor or anything. Like, they're a fucking cunt. Like, that's like, you're a piece of shit. No offense if you have family who support Trump.
No. But my mom's pretty adamant about it. But then my neighbor who is a Trump supporter, she's like super kind, super sweet to us.
Even if they're nice, dude, it's just like the core beliefs.
Yeah.
Exactly. It's just, you can't, you know? And like, it's funny because on a Discord server I was in, like they were talking about voting and stuff, and I was like, yeah, I just voted early and stuff. And then some guy was like, it's funny because in my city, it's the Biden supporters who are crazy instead of the Trump ones. And I was like, fuck Trump. And some guy was like, whoa, hang on, I will not tolerate any kind of hate like that. I was like, what the fuck? What? And I found out he was a fucking Trump supporter, and I was like, oh, this is so distasteful. Like,
I will not tolerate hate. Yeah, he supports the most hateful man.
Are you serious right now? You know how ironic this is?
Like, all honestly, like that's stuff, because like I don't really have much to say. Like I don't know what else to contribute and say and stuff. Like whenever
right.
like nothing wrong to say it on like my Discord and stuff when like the debates were happening and stuff.
Right, yeah.
Like I'll let people just
vent and
and stuff, and like I think pretty much like everybody was just complaining about Trump and all that stuff. I just let it slide, and like I didn't want to like completely take over the general chat. That's why I was like, hey guys, move it over to venting. That'd be great. But for the most part, like I'm very welcoming when it comes to people like opening up and venting their stuff. The
stuff,
Yeah, like I'm like, it's free form, but at the same time, keep it at a level where it's like you don't want to start causing a riot, basically.
That makes sense. Yeah.
So, but for the most part, like I'm glad that the community that I guess we both have isn't like overly political about things.
Yeah.
It's pretty nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. So as I mentioned before, like I'm part of like Ryan Higa's community, and I just been like super good friends with his moderators through a mutual of mine since like middle school. And
oh damn,
like that connection happened like before I even got to know them, because my buddy he's been like shouting out my streams and stuff, and this is before I got to know anybody from that group of people that I'm now in like every day in the Discord outside of Ryan's community, but we're still a part of it. So shout out to the retirement home Discord. They keep me sane throughout my working week and stuff, while I get to handle all the streaming stuff and all that. But yeah, like I met a lot of people through like Ryan's community, because they've been, we're mutual fans, but at the same time, it's like everyone just kind of just knows each other, which is pretty insane. Like,
yeah, that's really cool.
Yeah, like outside of like the Animal Crossing stuff, like it's just pretty cool to like kick back and chillax. And like Funky, you'll see a few of them like pop in on chat and stuff. Not really so much on Discord because they have their own thing, but like you'll see them a lot like on my streams. So it was just pretty cool just to get to know everybody through that. All the streamers who just started streaming this year, and seeing how they like push themselves as a streamer and just seeing their channels grow. But overall, just getting to know like a bunch of people that like I like to meet IRL someday whenever COVID is over. I don't know if you guys have that core group of people that you've met online, but like it's definitely what I'm going through right now, and couldn't be any more like thankful and humbled to stumble upon just like through Ryan Higa, basically.
Yeah, that's awesome, dude. Yeah, we have friends, right, Zarif?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, we were talking about, well, you guys were talking about it. I was just trying to piggyback on it. You guys were talking about like doing a road trip across America.
Yeah.
Like that's pretty cool.
Yeah. It's obviously COVID just makes us like, fantasize about all the shit that we can't do,
It's so sad where like I'm like, oh, I finally have a good job that pays well, and it's like I'm saving up to go on these trips for 2020, then bam, no more. And you're like, well, I guess I can focus on upgrading my stream equipment.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like through this year of streaming, I met a lot of cool people. And like that, I want to like meet everyone,
Yeah.
And I was like, TwitchCon would be cool, but I don't think I'm gonna go anytime soon unless like this stuff actually gets figured out.
I'm like, you and me said it plenty of times throughout our streams. Like, if COVID didn't happen, we would probably still be in the same spot of like our streaming status.
Yeah.
It's like, ironically, this year sucks, but it's also the best year that I've had in a while.
Same here, dude. Like, no offense, obviously, to anyone like dying, but
yeah, that's also another thing. Dying and being scared of everything and not approaching people. Be like, ugh.
Yeah, I think we're just like, what's the word? Privileged enough so that it's like not affecting us as much, which is like, it's been good for me.
Yeah, that's also another thing that I think about a lot. like how privileged I am to be in the spot where it's like, yeah, this is happening and this is great. But then when I think about it in other people's shoes, I'm just like, how do I not think about that and counterbalance it, you know?
It's not like your fault, like, you know, it's the people in charge's fault.
Yeah.
Obviously, like whatever you get out of this, that's good on you. Like we're all just trying to live our best lives given the circumstances, and you are, which is good.
Yeah, it's definitely like one of those things where it's like you don't have control over this, so you just have to do what you can do, and that's like wear a mask and socially distance and like stuff like that.
And stream and be really good at it. Like,
yeah, I actually like the mask. I don't know about you guys.
I do, yeah.
Because if
I look ugly, I can just wear a mask.
I see why a lot of like, you know, East Asian countries, like in Japan, like they wear the mask just because of like they don't want to get other people sick.
It's also fashion.
And it's very fashionable, and I'm like, I like this. I hope I could still wear it.
Yeah.
Like I remember before COVID happened, I wanted to wear a mask, but then my mom was all like, "You don't want people to think you're sick." I'm like, it's fashion, Mom.
It's also like, yeah, it's fashionable. First of all,
it's not a phase, Mom.
It's like a thing. It's got like a negative connotation almost because when you cover your face, people think you're like a criminal or something. You know.
That's it.
Yeah. Like what you hiding?
Exactly. But I think moving forward, it's going to be much more normalized, at least as much as it can, because he's fucking anti-mask movement over here. But yeah.
What about you, Zarif? How's anything positive come out of COVID?
Yeah, it's obviously good and bad, like, but I feel like I've gotten to know some people really well, and like it's really lowered my expectations for like school and stuff. It's made it very easy, so I just been really chilling, I guess. Like I do miss, you know, life, but like I can't complain. It's been chill, super. It'll like this will just end up being like a lost like period.
Yeah, I was like on Snapchat. My friend Osama sent me a picture from last year, actually from Halloween. Okay, let me actually tell the story. So last year I did dress up. I forgot because Osama got invited to someone's Halloween party, or our friend Hasham. One of them got invited, or they both got invited or something. And Osama was like, "Yeah, you should come." I was like, "I don't know who these people are." It's like, "Hey, just come with me." And I was like, "I really don't want to." And he kind of like forced me to come, but at the same time, obviously, I was like willing to go too. But he like really like told me like come. I was like, okay, fine. And it was like a costume party, like he had wear a costume. So at the time, I had like long hair and stuff. So I just did like the samurai knot, and I wore like Hasham's like MMA like gi and stuff. So like, you know, he does like Muay Thai or some MMA or some shit. Just wore that, and I had a katana too from Japan, so I brought that too. Funny, there's two of them. There's a big one and a small one, and I like tucked them into like my pants kind of, and they like it was kind of cool. Random person's house, fucking I didn't know anyone there except for like 5 people, which was like Osama, Hasham, and then like a few other people. And it was super awkward because I'm like not very social, especially at like a large gathering. And like, you know, the person who owned the house was just like, who the fuck is this? I'm just like, hi. I just like go downstairs, eat their food, and then like leave basically.
I like how you're there with a katana too.
Yeah, funny enough, when I was walking up the stairs to leave with the katanas tucked into my pants, there were 2 girls just sitting on the fucking basement stairs. So obviously I have to like walk past them. So I'm just like, hey, I gotta, you know, and they're like taking pictures or something. So I'm like, fuck these guys. So I just walk up and I accidentally hit like both of them in the eye with my katanas. I was like, oh shit, sorry. I'm just leaving those. And I just like ran away. I'm like, Jesus.
Is that a katana in your pocket, or you're just happy to see me?
Yeah. So I gave like 2 girls black eyes on accident.
They'll probably think you're packing too. Because it's tucked into your pocket, so they don't know what.
Not like that. Not like that. Like you can see the. It's not like tucked into the pocket. It's like.
Yeah, I know it's sticking out. It's a long sword. I could see why. I could see how awkward that would be, but that's hilarious.
Yeah, it's funny. But he sent me a picture of that night when we got back to Hasham's house. We were playing Mortal Kombat. And I was like, damn, I kind of miss that. You know, just like going to a friend's house and just like chilling. Because that's a vibe you don't get online. Like you can chill on Discord and stuff, but the vibe is completely different in person. And I was like, damn. oh well.
Especially since like if you like start meeting new people that you just really vibe with and stuff.
Yeah.
That's really a whole nother thing that like, damn it. Well, I guess we can wait next year. And
Yeah.
you try your best to hold on to those connections, and it's like, I don't want to get burnt out of this friendship that we have. So that's also another thing.
Yeah, that's actually why I only talk to you once a week.
True. And then even then you just talk
kidding.
shit.
Yeah.
I'd be like, what's up, Funky? He's like, what's up, fucker? No, I'm surprised like how like our friendship and how much we just vibe with each other, Funky, throughout the years. Like I remember meeting you through Scoots, and you just started out streaming for a little while and then you stopped.
Yeah. It was in 2018, and that was when I took the summer semester off. So I had free time. Like, yeah, I'll try streaming, because I always thought of myself as like a funny guy, like not to jerk myself off, but I was like, maybe I can like do something.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like fun. Like there was like 5 people that watched me, like Nana, Zarif, and like Bree, and like a few other people that pop in.
Mm-hmm.
But I did that because I had summer off, and I would go to work, come home, stream for like 2 hours, and then go work out. But then after that summer, school started again, and I was like, oh, I can't stream. So I just didn't stream for like 2 years. And then I started because of the pandemic and stuff.
That's definitely a struggle that I had in the past.
Yeah. When did you graduate?
I graduated in 2018.
Okay.
Yeah, but I started Twitch in like 2014.
Yeah.
So
when did you started like, why did you start streaming? Just like for fun or what?
So it goes back to being a Rooster Teeth fanboy.
Yeah.
You guys know Ray from Achievement Hunter, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So when he ventured off to his own thing and he wanted to do streaming full time, this was before he left. Like he just dabbled with streaming, and I was like, that's pretty cool. I want to try it out myself.
Mm-hmm.
And so I did a few streams, all because of influence by Ray. And I kind of wish I kept at it, because I wouldn't know where my career would be with streaming if I just kept going and wasn't balancing YouTube videos at the same time, because that was also another focus that I had.
Yeah.
And also I was scared of, like, I mentioned this on stream the other day, where I was scared about getting swatted.
Oh yeah.
And like people finding personal information and stuff.
Yeah, that's a big spook that, thanks to fucking assholes, that's like a thing in people's head now.
Mm-hmm. So like back then, like Twitch was barely called anything, like compared to how it was 2 years ago. It was like, Twitch, what the hell is Twitch? Nowadays it's like,
yeah,
Twitch, is it that live stream platform? Like followed up by that.
It's much more recognizable. Yeah.
So like back then, like I didn't want to like get involved with the police and being like, oh, I was just live streaming on Twitch, and they're like, Twitch?
What the hell is that?
It's like,
Yeah.
YouTube. I barely know YouTube.
Exactly. Yeah.
But yeah, I didn't really start focusing at streaming until like after college, and just kept at it that because my YouTube channel was just dying. Like I reached my peak, and then I just kept losing subscribers. Every time I uploaded a video, I was like, what the hell's happening? Like I'll upload one edited video, and then I'll lose 10 subscribers. I'll be like, what the fuck?
You know what happens is they see your video and their subscriptions, are like, who the fuck is this guy?
Yeah,
and they click on
exactly.
it and they unsubscribe.
It's like, all right, well, I guess I'll just do live streams and all that stuff. But yeah, definitely streaming has helped me a lot better in terms of like content creating and just getting to know a lot more people.
Yeah, I think so too. It's been fun.
What about you, Zarif?
What?
What are you up to, man? How you doing, bro?
Yeah,
I'm
what
just
are you
chilling. I
up
went
to
out. I went to Sonic, got a breakfast toaster and a cherry limeade, and
Ooh,
What?
cherry limeade.
dude, this Sonic cherry limeade is the best beverage at any fast food restaurant.
Really?
Yeah.
Specifically
oh my
Sonic.
God. Well, how many places have Firehouse Subs is a cherry limeade, which is pretty good.
Really?
But actually, Firehouse has a really good cherry limeade now that I think about it. They're both
Isn't-
excellent.
Don't they have like the fancy Coke machines?
Yeah, they do. But
so you get it from there?
Yeah. They also yeah.
Sorry for going
And
off
it's
topic
delicious.
about Sonic. I'm just reminded about the Mega 64 videos about Sonic.
I
Never seen them.
Oh, you guys should. They basically, like, whenever there's Sonic news coming out, like Sonic the Hedgehog news, they go to Sonic and they just either talk shit about like Sonic, like they're eating food at Sonic and just talking shit about it.
Oh.
And I think like when Sonic the movie came out, they're all like, it's not that bad. Yeah, like I've had, Sonic before in the past, and you know what? It's actually pretty good this time around. And they're just eating Sonic. It's pretty hilarious.
Wait, so they're talking about the game while they're eating it, or they're talking about the food while they're eating?
It's subtle punches to the game and the character itself, but they're just making like references to the food. So if you kind of get what's going on with like that era, like they were talking about Sonic 06 like 10 years ago, and they're all like, it's terrible, it's gross, I don't know why we keep eating here. It's like it's an ongoing joke. And when Sonic the movie came out, they were all like, you know what, I actually don't hate Sonic. It's great. You guys should check it out.
Oh well.
Yeah, that sounds funny.
Mm-hmm. Anyway, sorry to interrupt. Cherry limeade.
No, that's it.
Nice.
The Sonic has a great cherry limeade. Firehouse Sub is a great cherry limeade. I just love cherry limeade, but
I should try it out and just talk about Sonic the movie while I'm drinking it.
Yeah, you should just do a stream like that, just like drinking cherry limeade, talking about Sonic.
Like a live like commentary, like
Yeah.
And I put like vodka in it, like so I'm just getting like drunker and drunker over the course of the movie.
I was expecting more onion rings in the movie, but I guess one onion ring is fine.
I'm surprised that Sonic has never done a collab with Sonic, because Sonic eats chili cheese dogs. How is this? And Sonic serves chili cheese dogs. What kind of idiots at Sonic? Like.
Yeah, it's funny because like when I think Sonic the movie came out, and they're all like collaboration with Jack in the Box.
Yeah.
Like,
I remember that, the tiny tacos. Yeah,
I gotta look that
There's
up.
gotta be some fucking boomer that works at like Sonic franchise like HQ, and they're like, "Wait, Blue, huh?" Like, because that's like the collab of the century, dude.
Actually, maybe it's like. You know how the government stops monopolies from happening if they be too like, big? Maybe this is that case. They realize this would make too much money and that every other fast food place and every other movie would go out of business. So the government is saving us all by preventing the Sonic x Sonic collab. That's why we get dumb stuff like the Travis Scott meal.
I think it's mostly has to do with the fact that like it's probably legal reasons, licensing reasons. I don't really know. It's one of those things that like these two things are perfect for collaboration, but for licensing purposes, there's like a whole nother thing.
Right, but clearly they have licensed their shit to another fast food restaurant.
Yeah, like
so
I just looked it up right now, and they said, here's the headline: Mario and Luigi paper jam toys available at Sonic.
What?
Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
What?
Yeah. So they have like all these like Mario toys sold at Sonic, but they won't do like Sonic the Hedgehog promotion at Sonic.
Well, whose fault is this? Do you think it's Sonic Team or do you
I
think
don't
it's the
know.
Sonic
Okay,
restaurant?
so at some point someone had to call someone else about this, right?
At
At some point in history.
It has to be the Sonic restaurant because the Sonic the Hedgehog team is literally everywhere. They're on Fall Guys.
Yeah, they are.
But I don't know. There's probably like a whole legal and licensing thing.
There's no, you know what it is? There's some under the covers like hatred between like two like CEOs.
Like you
or some
stole
shit
our
that, like, they know each other
IP
from like middle school.
That too. That could also be another thing where like, Sonic restaurant. I can't believe I built so. Like during around the area of like when Sonic was first made, Sonic the Hedgehog, like Sega Sonic, and like the Sonic restaurant is like, I can't believe I built this restaurant. And then all of a sudden next year, they're like, they're talking about my business, but then it's like a blue hedgehog, and they're like, what the fuck is this?
I worked so hard, and this is what my name is become.
Yeah, when you Google Sonic, you don't find the restaurant.
Yeah.
That too. Like if I search up Sonic, let me see.
Maybe that is why they don't want their branding to get like fucked over or something.
Oh, okay. So if you search up Sonic, like it shows the Sonic drive-in restaurant.
Oh, okay. So maybe
but
it's the other way
then
around.
when you go to images, it's just Sonic the Hedgehog.
Oh yeah.
Interesting. You think like they both went to Google and like, okay, this is the compromise. Sega, you get the images. The restaurant, you get this Google search.
Yeah, because when you go to like related searches, it just shows Sonic the Hedgehog, and that will properly show up Sonic the Hedgehog.
Yo, on the images, there's a comparison of the old Sonic the Hedgehog and the new one, like the movie trailer. And what the fuck were they thinking, man? This is the nastiest thing I've seen. I'll show you guys.
Dude, I still want to see what Tails would have looked like in the original design.
I don't know if there was if it was a joke, dude. I don't know if it was a marketing ploy.
That would have been a really expensive thing, and like, would they have intended to delay it? Like,
maybe.
The thing with the Sonic team is that they're just known to troll people.
Yeah, but like, apparently Sonic team was very unhappy with the original design.
Hey, when are they just gonna listen, man? When are like movie studios just gonna look at video game movies and not make them bad?
Yeah.
Well, it's like, even like making it look gritty and realistic isn't necessarily bad, because I thought the designs in Detective Pikachu were fantastic, and they were not true to the source material. They were realistic, you know.
Okay, but this Sonic is fucking disgusting.
Yeah, it's just horrific. It's so unpleasing to the eyeballs. Like,
it's too humanoid.
Yeah.
That was also another thing, like, because like the original Sonic, it was just easier to animate.
Yeah.
That's what I've been hearing, like easier to design, easier to animate and stuff. But like, I can't imagine them like sticking through that, and then all of a sudden you see every toy, every poster of that Sonic all over the place, and you're like, the hell is this? But
yeah, it's fucking nightmare fuel.
God, it's just,
I can't stop looking.
Yeah, same.
Yeah,
this is a thing.
God, Sonic's just taking over.
I'd like imagine him juxtaposed with Eggman, like that fight scene at the end. Like,
whoa!
Do you remember the legs? Like,
oh my god, yeah. Sonic's gone through some weird changes in the past. Like, remember Sonic Boom came out? That everyone complained about his design.
Yeah,
that's it.
But this is just ridiculous.
Like the white hands instead of gloves too. Like,
yeah. God, man.
What? I know, like, we're still late into the podcast and stuff, but like, what is like the worst game you guys ever played?
SpongeBob SquarePants Battle for
Shut
Bikini
up!
Bottom.
Shut up! Shut up!
Following close behind is Shadow the Hedgehog.
The Walking Dead Survival Instinct is the worst game. Worst $60 I've ever spent.
G60?
Nice.
Yep, I pre-ordered that game too.
God damn.
$60 on a bad
that
video
game was
Wow.
so awful. Oh my god.
I actually can't remember what was the worst game I've ever played.
How are you gonna ask that and not know?
Probably that John Cena high school game. That.
Oh, yeah.
Just kidding. No, I honestly don't know. Like, usually when I look at games, I don't buy them right away. Like, it's not like I just throw cash in the air and be like, oh, it's that game.
Yeah.
Like, I do a lot of research on a game, and if I don't enjoy it, then I'm probably not gonna buy it. But yeah, like, I don't know. Probably Kingdom Hearts 3.
True.
Even though like it was a wrap up of the series, but like it was very lackluster compared to the previous games.
But the thing is, it wasn't even a wrap up. It created way more questions than it answered.
It was a wrap up in terms of like the whole saga when it first started.
It was a wrap up for two characters.
But now they added more
Ericus,
questions, and I'm just like, all right, see you guys back in 7 years.
Yeah.
Oh, it has been. Wait, when did Kingdom Hearts 3 come out then?
Came out 2019, last year.
All right, on that note, I think we should end it.
All right. Thanks, everyone, for listening to the end. If you made it this far, don't forget to check out Joemar. I'll have it linked in the YouTube description, but twitch.tv/Joemar. And you guys have anything else you want to say? All right, cool.
Have you guys heard about this thing called Prime Gaming?
Shut up.